All right, just loaded up the SPLATRBALL, and the directions actually said there was a like a bottle to get the beads going, and the beads are in there. They come in little like 500 packs, really tiny, really hard, so you gotta let them soak in water for a few hours. I actually used a basically a shaker bottle, like a protein shaker bottle, because there was no bottle that was included in this kit. And so got it all fired and ready to go. And so we do have a little target over there. We zoom in on it. There's a little target over there. I'm just in my garage. I'm wearing the provided safety goggles and safety glasses because you never know what's going to bounce off. And so I just want to show you there's a couple different settings. Basically it's in the off setting, so if I pull, nothing's happening. And so I can easily, I'm holding this with one hand and I'm holding, you know, obviously my phone with the other hand. So I can flip it down to the first dot. There's two dots, two sections, and you can do the first dot, which is basically one at a time. One bead comes out per trigger pull, and then you can have multi-rapid fire. So just want to show you this. I'm just pointing it, you know, we're going to kind of play around with the aim a little bit here. I'm going to try to do both at the same time, but it's kind of hard to see, but you can hear it. And it's hitting, and so that's one at a time. If I do rapid fire, and so notice it just kind of knocked it off there. So I'm going to take a look around. It comes off pretty good, pretty fast. We can see if we can find some of them, and they kind of bounced around in my garage a little bit, and I saw some rolling around the floor. They probably hit my car, but some of them broke upon impact. And so, for example, here's some pieces. Sorry, I'm just blocking out with my finger. Notice some of them have exploded. So there's the little piece. You got this like gelatinous little part and the pellets. Otherwise, if you're able to recover any of them, they will actually be able to be reused. So like here's another one, has been destroyed. If you didn't use it, then obviously you know, they'll be able to shrink back up, but in the process, if you do hit something hard, they may, you know, explode, they may break. I did find one that basically landed and was able to be reused. So on the actual target itself, we don't really see much explosion on the target, and I just have like a particle board wall, and so we can see where there's, you know, it's kind of hard to tell, but there is some markings on it where you can see, you know, for example, like right there and right there, you can actually see where there's positions where to actually hit it. So it's a nice little rapid fire tool. And like I said, I'm kind of holding this with two hands, you know, one with the phone, one on the gun. And so just make sure it's always in the X when you're, you know, maybe carrying around, if you're going around. And as it's recommended, you know, don't go out in public with this because, you know, they're not going to know what this actually is. So there is a scope there. You can kind of aim. Look, I can almost get it lined up there. And there he is. There we are, a little shaky. And then at the end, there's a little clip. This part detaches. If you want, I have like a shoulder holster. You can kind of strap it around yourself. And then underneath is the release point for the battery. We'll see if we can set this up and do this one-handed, relatively easy. Again, I got it in the off position. Basically, there's just a little notch down here that flips back and forth, a little lock. And when I flipped it down, I can open up and notice the battery popped out, and it recommends you charge the battery. So included in the kit is another, like a USB battery charger. So I gotta get my finger on the way, sorry about that. So we have our battery. You're gonna connect black to black. With the charger, it's gonna be white to white. And like I said, that is it. When you're done, you can just reload. For this, basically, we have a little click latch here. And again, I'm doing this all one-handed as I'm trying to hold my phone just to show you that it is possible. Or maybe it's not. Maybe if I switch hands here, switch the angle. Yeah, it's kind of hard and difficult. You can see it starting to move a little bit there, and I'm kind of going off the video, so I apologize for that. But that part you probably will need two hands to go through and do. And again, I apologize for my fingers in the front there. So there you have it, the SPLATRBALL gun.